Indeed, they can start trying to exercise this push onto the A site, and they do get the entry onto Zekken as well. They're clearing all their close corners. Cryo going to try to infiltrate through the toxic screen, but Skuba is too prepared. That's going to be easy pickings, but AYRIN, he's throwing a wrench in things, Vince.
Oh, two massive classic kills. Keeps them in this round, albeit on low HP. 34, about to get wide swung. Frenzy sprays him to the cranium. Down he goes. They're getting flanked, though, in the meanwhile from showers, but I'm pretty sure they've heard that shock dart is good. Not good enough to finish off the frag, but there is depth from range with the classic. And zephh, who was weakened, has now been finalized. Flash on point, spray not quite there, as Ban narrowly misses out on the kill. And how important that could end up being. dephh loses his head, and now BCJ has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he will crumble to the frenzy of Ban. I'll drone out. Gravity Well trying to displace the defenders, but instead they overextend, they get punished. It's 2 kills back to back, and no damage inflicted really to XSET. They get away from this one.
Indeed they do. I think a little bit now of snakebite damage will catch Zekken. He gets the boombot drop, but it doesn't really land the mark as a shock dart comes in to take him out. Spike gets planted. PK still a man down, but that may change. Hold the phone, though. Cryo with the classic for 2.
Oh, zephh is in so much trouble. Stuck on the site. They know where he is. He's low. He's been finished off by dephh, and that's going to be the 1-1.
Opening Knights need.
30 seconds left.
Have the Spectre up close for the paint shells. May very well deal the fatal damage. Not required. Phantom sprays through both BCJ, AYRIN, and now Zekken additionally. And that rotation was in such a rough position in the round, and they've been punished. Showers already under control from the attackers. Pushing out, they spot players on the tight right side. That will be a snake bite plus the paint shells. dephh out of the position, gets finished off by a stray cluster from the paint shells. Massive opening for the Knights, and they're not showing any signs of slowing down. They're rushing straight in. Genghsta will decapitate Zekken through the boxes and looks to try and turn his attention over on lamps. The damage has already been inflicted, but AYRIN is really making a go of this round. He's keeping this one in a 3-on-3.
Yeah, indeed, and he's got Viper's Pit that he can drop to help this retake along, perhaps. As AYRIN's looking for a little bit more here, sliding out. Will he drop the ult, or will he hold on to it? That's the question, and yeah, there it is. Ult going down. This is going to give more cover for XSET, making it tough on Knights to kind of get a read of the lay of the land. But, oh, AYRIN falls so quickly, and now that utility is gone.
Oh, Viper's Pit just thrown into the wind. Blows back in the face of XSET, and in doing so, it may be another save. There's not enough time. Right. They have an operator. They have a Vandal. No reason to throw these away.
Look at this fake, though. Look at this. They've bit down on it hard.
Man. Yeah, 4 plays, double rotation, and now they're realizing too little too late. But Cryo, with the razors, gives free haircuts to 2 oncoming Knights as they try and push through Hookah. And that over-rotation has not been punished, and it's all down to Cryo.
Yeah, again, Cryo is just one of the sharpest jets we have in an A right now. He's looked so good on that agent for XSET this year. He's been such a big pickup for them. Makes a big play to save them from what could have been a rough timing. As we are going to see the rest of the night try to gather back up and hit into U-Haul. dephh is here. He'll be the early alert system. Can he bring anybody with him? No. Ban gets the clean entry. Knights, though, still a man down, and now XSET know what they're up against to start making those rotations as Spike goes down.
Try to make this as costly as possible. Showstopper up and over. Yields the kill onto the ban, but not in time to stop the plant. And now Cryo needs to go above and beyond again. 3 kills in the round. Can he pick up a 4th? They know where he is roughly, but Genghsta's in so much trouble. Paint shells around him. Does a fatal damage down to 18 HP, but still alive. Still in the fight. Still kicking, and takes another with him. So even though the Knights lose the round, divide down straight away alongside Poison Cloud and a guiding light for good measure. Trailblazer, Showstopper, and also the Hunter's Fury. Everything's being tossed into this round, as you'd expect. Hunter's Fury is good for 1, as Genghsta will snipe AYRIN. And the Showstopper, although it does make up ground, it won't be taking any kills with it.
Yeah, Spike get to be planted, though. BCJ with the counter Hunter's Fury does get a tag onto zephh, looking for more through short. Not going to find it, but they have slowed down things just a little bit here for Knights. They've committed Viper's Pit onto Ace. They want to plant inside of it, obviously, but XSET's done a pretty good job disrupting this and making them feel a little bit unsettled. They've left BCJ behind as well to make sure there isn't going to be that rotation B. Spike, indeed, does finally go down inside the Viper's Pit. Cryo takes a couple of shots through, trying to connect, but will not hit the mark. Looking for zephh now towards U-Haul, perhaps, as he starts walking forward. Knights, though, catches BCJ. That's a big one.
threw so much into this round, and so far, so good. Cryo, again, is a threat. But he's been spotted, and his teammate, his partner in crime, the IGL, dephh has been put 6 foot under. That means that this round is a done deal, and he may not even have the luxury of saving the operator. Hell of a shot, though. I thought Genghsta had him dead to rights. Trailblazer finds nothing, but does at least get the intel that no one's at the back of the site. They're all clumped together. 3 players stuck in the lamps, but it's AYRIN that kicks off the round with a kill.
Yeah, he's so often been able to put up a good fight at short A in some of these rounds. Able to do so yet again here. Looking for more right now to get some damage off. And even in the grab well, finds a frag, and BCJ mops up and well vents that.
They do still have Sky, so one of those guiding lights should be available. Maybe if it's perfectly placed, things can get interesting. Snakebite down. Another one behind it. They're stacking up the util. And although there's a guiding light, there's paint shells in their face. They have been stalled and stymied for so long here. It does not look doable. It does not look likely, but they're going to explode out now with zephh, who at least gets one, but there's the rotation, and this round is a done deal. And they're deciding to try and push past these toxins that AYRIN is putting in consistently. Snakebite down, toxic screen, and also a poison cloud, but they're gonna get up close, but they don't check their close angle. It's only 1 kill that AYRIN can post up.
Yeah, but it buys a little bit more time for the rotation, at least. Showstopper from zephh. He gets hit, though, in midair. Only now 2 HP and unable to land the rocket. Trying to put that utility down to U-Haul. At least try to get that control for his team. But zekken goes up and over with the judge. Catches Skuba. Genghsta at least able to respond. And he will get the plant. Or will he? dephh swings at just the right time.
Beautiful timing, and now Frosty is stuck out in no man's land. She's getting planted down right now from BCJ.
Nope.
Decides to come off it, and they think, nah, you know what? It's fine. You've over-rotated. We're gonna go ahead and take B site for free.
They left AYRIN here, though. Vince, if you cut off these rotations, he spots 2 of them from U-Haul. Now he's just slowing them down. Isn't gonna have to commit to the fight fully. Now dephh, he's also the snake in the grass, slipping in through showers, but he's just not landing his shots. Knights are surviving it all, but they are killing clock, and zekken maintains hookah control.
Exactly. They're slowing this down so much, and now look at this. They're all clumped together, all from the CT side, all stuck in the hallway. That claustrophobic environment may prove to be their final resting place, their tomb, but instead they just rush straight out, and Knights are getting nothing but headshots. Cryo, who's been the hero so many times for XSET, has got to go above and beyond. A bit labored, but still gets 2 kills, and a 3rd as well! And he could very well clutch this, but the defenders have it done. Sat back for the time being. AYRIN wants action. Gets what he's looking for. Ban instantly pushed back. They're not going to give up the pace, though. They're going to push straight in. That's going to be to their detriment. They lose 3 players. It could be a 4th. Very well played by Cryo. The tailwind outside of that boombox radius keeps him alive, but also deals a fatal damage to Genghsta. And that will put it down to a 1-on-4. Timing unlucky for zekken, but goes for the read peak.
Making sure that they have some type of foundation to play from, even if they're losing. But now Cryo gets that entry onto hookah, and now things change. Skuba gets blindsided. Frosty, though, that's a big frag to keep it a 3-on-3, but now he's low on health, but he's not done yet, Vince. That's a huge second frag from him. Finally, AYRIN responses him and gets it to a 2-on-2. We'll drop the Viper spit.
Yeah, Frosty did so much work, though, to keep his team in this one. If he fell at the first hurdle, this would pretty much be a done deal. As it stands, it's still up for grabs. Viper's Pit, as you say, affords him the luxury of the spike plant. And dephh up in the hookah is hoping for an opportunity, but the timing on his movement could not have been worse. And he gets punished. AYRIN just playing around the side of the pit, though. Showstopper in. zephh is looking for that prey. Tickles the spike, wants to draw AYRIN out into the open. AYRIN's not falling for this right now, but still gets hit by the showstopper. He checked so many angles, he knew there was only a couple left remaining.
You know, from the lower side, as well as still maybe getting poked at from showers. I mean, that's a problem. And now zephh even pushes out and gets a frag, and I mean, this just gets even tougher now on XSET to try to just find an opening, feel comfortable on the site. Big kill from Cryo, though.
Well, that helps tremendously. Now that CT side has been taking control over, he can go into heaven. Spike also gets planted down, and BCJ is going back, but Ban is here. The freebie, I say the freebie, but he actually gets taken down somehow, some way, and that will allow them safe passage towards that second player. zekken deals with the Viper, and now suddenly Knights are in a lot of trouble. It's gone from bad to worse. Zekken's paint shells finishes off Frosty, and zephh has to bypass the spike, but AYRIN is there with the Phantom to deal with him.
It really is. That Cosmic Divide, though, is making this retake a lot more difficult, though they are able to get into U-Haul and start getting into short A, so they can kind of start getting around that wall. dephh and BCJ still playing from there. AYRIN still playing inside. He does have snake bites and the orb to try to decay and damage the diffuser.
Oh, this is looking like it's just been punched in. XSET are looking to take this one and get double digits first. Genghsta, though, is going to keep the dream alive. Tickling the spike, trying to draw the players out, but be careful what you wish for.
So that's going to make it even harder now for Knights to feel comfortable pushing through back halls in. They're now spending a lot as they put the Aldro and Boombot out there just to try to get out, but they're not really gaining much from it.
This is such a sick Viper's pit, man. As he said, it's made them scramble. They had the advantage, but it kind of feels like they're in a massive disadvantage right now. However, Skuba, once again, zephh, the meanwhile, putting that showstopper around the corner, and Frosty comes and finishes it off. It's all on dephh right now as his teammates falling around him, and he's got 4 players to find it frag. Already half of that defuse comes into play. He's given his position away, and he will be drilled where he stands. Does this go checked? Do they have anything to deal with this? No. Free kill, but it does get traded at least. Yeah, that's really important. They get a 1-for-1.
That's the disadvantage of not having a flasher on your team, is you can't flash a corner and push that guy off. You just have to swing it. And they lost a player because of it, but at least Zekken's able to trade, and Genghsta, I think, will get spotted here inside the corner. It's going to give some nice intel to XSET, who get into lamps and get that as well. And XSET actually have a firm grasp now of this A-side, Vince.
Yeah, Zekken getting the kill on lamps, not just the frag, but also being able to hold his forward position is so integral for his teammates. Allows them to divide and conquer the rest of this site. And they still haven't dealt with showers. They know that Sova is around there. There's the Owl drone just came out, which they've dealt with. But this kill is so impactful for dephh. He's able to lock down the back. And in doing so, the Knights are in real trouble. Genghsta needs to have another phenomenal round. And he's walking over utility. Ban in the meanwhile gets traded out in lamps, and there's BCJ. Get a bit of damage onto zephh as well. Showstopper out. zephh should be a goner. Actually survives. That looked dead on. Somehow survives and runs away to elbow.
Yeah, I am shocked that that rocket didn't connect for a little bit more damage than that. Good kill from Frosty as well onto BCJ now, and he's not done. He's just teeing off. Cryo trying to fight back. He is on the site, but he's isolated from his teammates, and he's got low HP. I don't know how they find their way out of this, to be honest. I mean, Cryo's just stuck in no man's land, basically.
Oh, and Skuba's going to have the freebie as well from the back. Snakebite to make sure no re-engage from that area. That's also incredibly low. May get the timing onto Skuba. Can hear the footsteps as he backs away, but you know, Cryo is stuck on the site. I haven't seen anything to do with the spike. Cryo on 30 HP is making this possible. Yes, he should go down to the hands of Frosty. The timing is going to be so important.
Oh
he does get 2, and dephh comes back with one of his own. They somehow pulled the rabbit out the hat. It's not done just yet, but XSET could take this round and the map still.
Yeah, deph's low on health, though. That's the only real problem, but at least he has a little bit of an idea where Skuba could be coming from, because that's the guy who is causing all the threats on that Fountain's flank. But again, dephh in a straight-up gunfight in trouble. I don't think he has any stars available to disrupt this defuse, so it's all going to come down to gunplay. 40 HP against the full shebang from his adversary, Skuba. Coming around that corner, finds Skuba! The spray was narrowly off, but it was enough of incognito to get the job done and showing their hand. Going over to the B site. Nothing slow, nothing methodical about this. It's just raw, ruthless aggression. And they forced away the chamber. Frosty has to just back off, wait for the cavalry to arrive. Oh my god, dephh spots them all. Well, that must have been a jump scare for him. He just swings out and spots 3 players, and now AYRIN has to try to come cover this. This is going to be a tough hole. Cryo trying to push defensive spawn to try to make it a little bit easier, but he's got to deal with 2 players here. He doesn't even know about Frosty. Now he does.
Oh, that spin, though, just instantly wraps around and takes a lot of damage. Cryo in the meanwhile, 70 HP left. Skuba's about to peek him. Skuba should have him dead to rights, and indeed he does. BCJ from range. Spike planted for him. AYRIN has the lineup. Snakebite up and over. Will connect onto that spike. Actually, did it miss? No, it's just landed now. And now AYRIN is going to have to try and clutch this one out. His Snakebite takes one player, and it's classic the other. XSET claim first blood in our second map.
Does get the tags onto zephh.
Forces him away, and it allows AYRIN to slither his way in. And that deadly Viper has struck down with real venom. Yep, Viper has now put the toxic screen down to try and cordon off this B area. Cryo around the back. Does go down to the hands of Frosty. That is a classic as well. It will be a one and done, though. And this is where the site is now completely open for business. Post-plant comes into effect after Zekken gets the spike down. And, well, this round should be going in the way of XSET. Or perhaps I spoke too soon.
Yeah, Skuba does dodge the shock dart. Will he get the second one dodged? Now he's getting healed up a little bit. Genghsta gets a kill, and BCJ's in a lot of trouble. He is stuck here. He's getting attacked by Trailblazer. He's getting put from window. And oh my goodness, Knights are about to get an eco win.
What the hell happened here, XSET? Everything was looking so good. And it's come crumbling down. dephh can only get one. Null command has also been deployed. Skuba's in a good position, but he's just been grav-welled out of spot, and that's going to be him dead. Such a good gravity well tossed in from dephh and XSET.
And now Viper Spit goes down. The spike gets planted. They maintain some presence on the site. They have K still under their control as well. dephh gets flanked, but Cryo found a kill on the Frosty in the meantime, keeping XSET a man out in front.
Frags back and forth, but the Knight's actually standing their ground. Ban just gets two. AYRIN's all alone. Has the Viper's Pit, but that's his only ally at this stage. Seeker's also coming out. Has been denied. Guiding Light does nothing. AYRIN sprays him for one, but that's all he's gonna get. If he can snake his way around the back, maybe some shenanigans could be forthcoming. Frosty behind Toxic Pit. Toxic Screen, I should say, is going to get fragged, and suddenly, in the blink of an eye, 3 kills come down. XSET looking to return the favor.
Yeah, XSET, again, dominate the early portion of the round, get control of Spike, and you feel like surely they're not letting a 5-on-2 slip. Nah, I think they got this one, Vince. I think this is 4-2. I think the weapons are just maybe even going to get saved. And I'll say this, Vince. So. Knights have to figure something out fast. They are losing so much map control early in these rounds. They have no tabs on A-halls. They have no tabs on middle. They don't really... They're just kind of sitting back and getting picked apart by XSET finding the gaps. Because XSET are very proactive early. And while dephh goes down, the round will still go to XSET. Halls is still being controlled by BCJ. And BCJ is watching for this flank through K's. He does get caught, though, and that's big for Knights. That's what they needed. Cosmic Divide goes down, though. They locked him into B. Now it's only Frosty standing here. His rotation's so far off. He's got to get a kill.
He's done good work here before, though, at least getting one. There's the frag. Rendezvous out, but Cryo was up to the task. Realized what was coming up. Will be a spike plant in from dephh, and Cryo gets up close. The recon drone just got nullified. He knows the Genghsta's here. That's only half the battle, though. Genghsta's playing so well around the corner, and he knew that Ban had his back covered. Cryo felt compelled to go aggressive because of the player deficit, and now dephh is going to go the same way. Gets aggressive, but gets pushed. And zekken surely has no chance. He's stood on a snake bite as well. He's been corroded away where he stands. And PK with a successful retake.
This was a thrifty even, so XSET's had their chances to dominate, but fell short. But dephh creating some disturbances out here in the middle with the Guardian. We're seeing zephh try to maybe come out and trade him right now. Crowd putting the pressure on, and he's still alive somehow. Picks up a rifle. May get Frosty down. No, Frosty holds for him. That's big, and they got kills on the other side of the map as well.
Yeah, so important there. The rest of the team on A was doing a good job as well, so it's down to a 2-on-4. XSET getting aggressive. Out comes BCJ and Skuba, one of the easier kills that he'll have today.
Seekers come out, and they know what's going on here. Northman comes out, but zephh gets a huge headshot on the Cryo.
No command, we'll see zekken just run and gun, but he's going to get completely destroyed, and AYRIN up on the boost spot will finally deal with Skuba. That null command can't be resurrected just yet. 3 seconds to go, and Genghsta is going to lock it down with Skuba and Ban. All players in the tube as well. A lot of damage actually inflicted to zekken. He has to back away, getting healed up right now.
Yeah, Viper Spit actually has to get forfeited, and Cryo finds that entry with the Sheriff all of a sudden. Now the attacking Viper Spit goes down onto Pyramids to try to set up a spike plant. Skuba and co trying to fight back. They have it on equal footing, and they have the better firepower as BCJ comes in. Fakes the spike, trying to lure someone out. Skuba does spam, but no frags just yet. Will he try his luck again? BCJ able to get the spike down.
Spike and also survive. Able to pull the plug and retreat out of there. Cosmic Divide now has also been tossed in for good measure, keeping the attackers isolated from the defenders who now need to re-engage. The 0 point does very little. Guiding Light behind it, though, is good, and they found Ban's position. Zekken's going to throw this one out with the flashbang. Flash again. Zekken has to force himself into a position to re-engage if they go in for that defuse, but they're lining up, and BCJ is putting them down. There is enough time if he sticks this spike right now. BCJ on less HP. Ban's going for the full defuse. BCJ doesn't realize it. It's going to be the full defuse underneath BCJ's nose. And heartbreak for XSET. Insult to injury as he gets splattered afterwards. Not for the first time, using that Astra to get up close with the Vandal, but he comes out second best. Ban locks it down. Hunter's Fury also engaged across. Cryo jumps in amongst it and takes Genghsta down. Alongside BCJ, Cryo, though, is sneaking his way around the back, stuck on the rope, but still deals a failed damage to Ban. How has this happened for XSET?
He spotted Frosty as well. Yeah, I don't know. Hunter's Fury actually gets the kill, and Cryo takes a lot of space back and gets the read on Frosty's rotation through defensive spawns. They know they're not being flanked. Now we're able to see Cryo get into middle. And so they have some good post-plant position. This is going to be so tough for Frosty. He does have his ult, so he could pop that, try to take a long-range fight, as well as still have the Vandal in play.
It feels like one of the biggest issues here, though, is he has no idea where these two are. Stands to reason one would be in the cave, but where is the second player? Snakebite now, backs off the wall, going for that full defuse, knows he has to come off it, no idea. He has absolutely no idea where this final player is, and Cryo will say hello with a blade
out. That's just B-sides being taken pretty convincingly here by Knights. It will have to be the retake from XSET. dephh trying to be the first person to kick it off, but he falls to ban, and so Knights getting some good control here.
Yeah, very comfortable and clean plant. Good post-plant positions. The headhunter from Frosty could do tons of damage, but actually he's gone down as AYRIN continues to just turn the knife, twist it. Genghsta from the back. He's going to fall prey to AYRIN as well. One of the two remaining players is low on the sky. It's not planted the spike for either of them. And in goes AYRIN! And what a clutch! What an ace! Oh, zekken.
The timing.
You sneaky, sneaky man. Sure that PK will have some stronger words than that, but Cryo now with that Marshall going from strength to strength, connecting left and right. Blade Storm out. He knows it's zephh around the corner of the pillar, but it's Skuba that could be more of an issue. Skuba's now been dealt with, but zephh instantly repels, instantly retorts. The HP certainly favoring XSET at this point. zephh down to 30 and AYRIN at full, and we've seen just a brief glimpse of what this guy's capable of, but zephh is up to the task. For that Blade Storm, gonna be inside the Viper's pit. It's actually out on the site, pardon me, and AYRIN's gone down. Straight up wrecked by Frosty. zephh comes out, and now it's just going from strength to strength, landing frags left and right. zekken on the other side of the double doors needs to be careful. Instead, puts the bullet perfectly through the double doors into the head. And 3-play-3, as XSET is still in with a chance of this round, with that Nebula in such good timing, has cleared as Cryo dusts away Genghsta, but Ban answers straight back. Cryo now slowly sneaking his way through cave, but his position is known. Ban connecting that guiding light. He still has a good idea as to where Skuba's position is, but Skuba gives him a parting gift with a headshot. zekken knows now where the final remaining Knight player once resided, but Skuba has got up close and personal.
Aren't quite sure what's going on here. zephh catches deph's aggression in A halls. Trailblazer comes out. Cryo's gonna have to deal with it by himself. I'm surprised a teammate didn't shoot that for him. Now he's in trouble. He gets caught.
A Trailblazer into Hunter's Fury into Operator is a very rough day at the office. BCJ only good for one. And this is really off the back of dephh losing that fight in Tube.
Yeah.
Like, he had the right position and still got operated down. Now Zekken's in such a bad spot to try and hold the line, and as PK now looking to try and get aggressive again. Fragment down, Hunter's Fury behind it as well. Skuba should be gone, but still takes a kill and survives? How is that even possible?
Hard to say. Cryo, though, gets to play onto Skuba on the corner, trying to pick up a weapon inside of his smoke, but gets spammed down, punished for his approach. And now it's even tougher for XSET. 3 versus 4 with low firepower, trying to retake. deph's still well out of position as well.
Brutal twist of events. As dephh, though, does pass the Sheriff shot into the head of Frosty. Timing nearly allowed BCJ the frag, but it's a 1 for 2 against XSET. And deph's stock towards middle, looking at the site, but there's no real way he can clutch this. He would need a headshot right now, and even then time would be against him, and it won't be coming his way. Instead,
Mid control being taken with Seekers and Guiding Light. Cryo pushed off, darted. He's in trouble.
AYRIN with one. Cryo does allow them the sanctuary of a two-player advantage, and it seems that finally XSET are going to wake up. Not sure if they'll be put back to sleep permanently here on Breeze in the next round, or maybe Genghsta in great shape. So if he can do a few more kills, a bit more damage, he's done his job realistically. Good shot. This is where that flank... Oh, actually, he's gone the wrong side of the wall. Oh my god, this timing. Every time Genghsta zigs. Guiding Light out. 0 point as well. And that null command instantly gets suppressed. 10 seconds for the resurrection. May not come through because BCJ is still doing damage. Cosmic Divide as a spike gets put into place. And BCJ has to try and survive here. Needs to live for the rest of his team to pivot off. And he's doing so much work. BCJ having so much impact in this round. Ban is now stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there's bullets whizzing past his head. Going in for that defuse. Good frag through the cloud burst. But that is going to be where he comes to an abrupt end.
Through tunnel to site, zekken. I guess it's a Marshall, actually, but he still gets the kill on the zekken regardless. Cryo at least trades immediately. A attack comes in. Again, how much can Skuba get? You feel like if he gets this kill, this pinch gets deadly.
He doesn't even have to hit the headshot here against Depth either. Depth is very low. The Sheriff will finish him off on a body shot. And Skuba actually takes down. BCJ goes back in for more, takes a ton of damage himself, but is still alive. And very fortunate to survive his death through that snake bite. Finished off, and Skuba keeps taking heads. He's racking them up. Viper's Pit now is put into position. And it all comes down to a Blade Storm on Cryo. Can he clutch this one out, or has Skuba just stole this round away? Both the remaining attackers do hide within the pit. And although Cryo is doing a lap of the site, he's not going to find anybody. He will find the spike, however. But he wants to get up close and personal. Be careful what you wish for. In he comes. There's one. Darts back out again. Up and over. Oh, he misses everything. He's somehow still alive, though. He's got time. Is he going to just hold this one down on the defuse? He's going for it right now, but comes off. Sprays down. Takes the kill. Cryo clutches.
Oh my goodness. Go out, Cosmic Divide goes down. Zekken needs a killer. At the very least needs to get the heck out of here and not die. Try to set up for that retake. Big kill from BCJ.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, exquisite shot from Skuba, though, as it always on point, but he has gone down as Cryo in the frag is so good on that flash, and now zekken is going to lock it down with Cryo. Overtime, here we come. Going down the tracks right now, he is the conductor with how he's been playing. Zekken in the meanwhile, though, making the most of that. Skuba gets caught with the owl drone out, and Depth has gone in. Elsewhere, even trades back and forth, though. This is still anybody's round.
It very much is very open for debate. Toxic Stream comes in, though, allows zekken passage into sight by Pyramid. Ziv trying to hold the angle with the operator. As Spike comes in, Zekken's been spotted. AYRIN gets the kill, but so does Ziv. It stays even 2-2 as the spike goes down. It means BCJ is kind of alone for just a moment as the spike gets planted. Now they're battle back up.
BCJ with a spray, but Frosty slightly off. AYRIN has gone in on Ziv. Such an important moment for Frosty as the Viper's Pit initiates onto the site. He's isolated, darts into the smoke, and AYRIN puts him down where he stands. Continues to push. This is so aggressive. Is he going to get the reward? He will. Genghsta is taken down in the process, and no one is there to counteract onto Cryo. He can stay in position.
And that's big because that's Silva utility down. That's no owl drone to spin to try to get you some site control and get you some information. That's one of the biggest players that you can lose early because so much utility is now off the table to help you pave the way forward. As they're getting stalled out with this Nebula, they'll try to walk through it with a guiding light. They do get out into sight. Cryo, though, watching from door, can maybe potentially catch someone on the cross. Does get flashed off position. That allows him safe passage into sight.
Spike down A.
Beautiful dart, as you can see there at the bottom left of your screen, perfectly on the pyramids. It won't deny the spike plant, though. Cryo not far off on that shot as he attempts to snatch the life out of the aggressors. It's AYRIN again. Who else that is coming to the forefront and dealing the damage? PK may have the spike plant, but they're heavily outnumbered. They're heavily outgunned, and they may just be about to put down for the final time. Ziff needs to make an outrageous play to clutch this out the jaws of defeat. He valiantly tries his best, but it's gonna be XSET taking the championship and being crowned champions.
Oh man, Vince, they do it. Spike is defused, and XSET, one of the best of North America, continues to assert themselves towards the top of the region. A big win here at Winter Champs. What a run.